Yeah, hello all. Welcome to the second topic of Gauss interpolation method. So prerequisite for this topic is Newton's interpolation method. The previous video, if you have not watched that, please go and watch that. You will get an easier concept for this. Okay. So this is the slide which shows that what is interpolation, what is extrapolation, what are the different formulae, what we are going to use. Okay, that all we have discussed in the previous video, that is the Newton's interpolation formula method. Okay, so please watch that. So directly we are moving for the Gauss interpolation formula. So here you can see I have shown the two formulae. First represents the forward interpolation, the second backward interpolation formula. Okay, there is a slight difference between Newton's forward and Newton's backward, and Gauss forward and Gauss backward. Just focus on that slight change and remember these two formula. This is very important because without this formula you are not able to solve any kind of question. Okay, I'll explain you that how to take this del y values, because it is very much different with the Newton's formula. I will in a pictorial way with the help of the table that how to take that. But this p values you have to mug up by yourself, and I know you all will be able to remember this because there is a pattern to get these values. Okay, just focus on that pattern. Go for practice of 3 to 4 questions. You will get the clear concept. Okay, so now we are going to have a look on that what is these values, because most of the people get confused what to take this value. Okay, so I am going to explain you in this table format. So this is the first column representing x-axis, second column representing y-axis. Okay, and the remaining column gives the difference of the previous column. What does it mean? That this value gives the difference of this column. That is, if I'll take the first element of this del term, that is del y minus 2, what is that? So I can write it as del y minus 2, means it is showing the difference of y minus 1 minus y minus 2. Okay, taking the difference of these two. Similarly, this value takes the difference of these two value. Okay, this value takes the difference of these two value. Okay, if I'll write del y naught, what is del y naught? So that is equals to what? y1 minus y naught. Okay, so always go like this. Similarly, the next column gives the difference of this column. Okay, this minus this will give you this value, this minus this will give you this value. Similarly, this minus this will give you this value. Okay, same with this, same with this. So this is the formation of a table. Now what is my notation here? Whatever is the value given for x, which has to be calculated, that nearest value will be taken as x naught. Okay, I should say the previous value of that will be taken as x naught, and the corresponding value will be taken as y naught. Okay, it is not compulsory that this value should be in between or in center. It is not compulsory. You can have x naught here also, you can have x naught here also, wherever is the value being asked, that previous value of x will be taken as x naught. Okay, don't get confused. We are going to solve a numerical also. You will have the clear concept there also. So just focus here whatever is going on. So suppose my x naught is this, so the corresponding value will be taken as y naught. Okay, so because we are using the forward interpolation formula, so the starting pattern will be downward. Okay, starting pattern means after y naught. This is my starting pattern. Okay, so y naught, after that we will go for the next term, that is del y naught, right? And in Gauss formulae we are always go for the zigzag pattern. So if first I have gone for downward pattern, then in the next I have to go in upward pattern, that is zigzag. Okay, then downward, then upward. Okay, so in this fashion I have to take the values. So in formula also you can see the first value, let me mark with this. So the first value is simply the y naught, second value is del y naught, then del square y minus 1, then del cube y minus 1, then del 4 y minus 2, okay, and so on. So this is the pictorial view that how to go to take any value. Similarly, if you go for the Newton's backward interpolation formula, then there, suppose this is the value of x naught and the corresponding y naught, then the starting value will be upward because we are going for the backward calculation, right? So the first value will be upward, then zigzag pattern, downward, then upward, then downward. Okay, so this will be the fashion. So here you can see in formula this is y naught, the second term is del y minus 1, next term is del square y minus 1, then del cube y minus 2, then del to the power 4 y minus 2. Okay, so this is the one way to mug up this formula. Don't get confused, just take these values for calculation, leave all the other values. Okay, so now we are going to have the difference between these two. For forward we have to go like this, after the y naught we have to go for downward, okay, and in backward we have to go like this, after y naught we have to go first upward. Okay, so this is the difference between forward and back action according to the formula. So now we are going to have the discussion with this problem. So here the x-axis shows the angle, the y-axis shows the sine theta value, right? And we have been asked that apply Gauss formula to find the value of sine 45 and sine 65 from the following table. So sine 45 will lie here, sine 65 will lie here. So these two value we have to calculate according to this table. Okay, so let's check. So this is the formation of table, the first column and the second column as it is whatever is given in the question. The first value shows the x-axis, second column shows the y-axis. Okay, after that we will have the del column which gives the difference between these y terms, that is y2 minus y1, that means 0.502 minus 0.34202. Okay, take this difference, that is this value. Similarly, take this difference, you will get this value. Okay, so form the complete column with the same difference pattern. After that, take the difference of these two, you will get this. Okay, next this difference, you will get this. Okay, always we have to go for this calculation, just remember that is y2 minus y1, right? So when you are complete this table, then go for check that what is the value of x. Here this is the value of x, it is given in the form of angle, that's why it is named as theta. Okay, so we have to calculate the value of y for theta equals to 45 degree. So here in the table the 45 degree lies in between 40 and 50 degree. Okay, so what will be my x naught? That will be 40 value, just previous value of the given question. 45 is given, so we have to go for the previous value of 40. Okay, so this is my x naught, this value is my y naught. Okay, now here I am applying the forward formula, so this value will be taken for. So I have represented that all values here. You can see the first value shows the x naught, this is my x naught, next value y naught, this is y naught. Okay, then del y naught, this, then next this value, right? So this all value we are going to work on. Okay, now we have to calculate the p value according to the formula. What is p? P is what, x minus x naught by h, the same value whatever we have taken for Newton's method. Okay, what is x? That is given in question. What is x naught? We have taken as 40. What is h? H is the common difference between this x value, like 20, 30, 40, 50, each has the same interval of difference. What is that? Of 10 degree. Okay, so h will be what? 10 degree. So when you will put all the values here, you will get the value of p, that is as 0.5, right? So we have got these all values here, you can see. So we can have the calculation with the help of this formula. This is my forward interpolation formula. Okay, just keep all the values. This is my y naught, this is del y naught, okay, this is del square y minus 1, del cube, del 2 power 4, del 2 power 5. Right, you can match with the table. So just keep all the values here in the formula and solve it. So I got the value for y45 as 0.707. This is what? That is sine 45. You can check by the calculator also what is sine 45. You will get nearby value. Okay, why nearby value? Because this is a method, there may be chance of some error. So you will get some few percentage of error, okay, but almost same value. Right, so this is the solution for Gauss forward interpolation formula. We have to calculate the value of sine 65 also. So 65 lies here. Okay, so what is x naught? X naught will be taken as 60. Corresponding value is y naught. So now here we are using the backward interpolation formula. So the pattern for this will be like this, in a zigzag pattern. Okay, so we have to work on these all values. So that all values has been taken here. You can see. Next we the same formula, x minus x naught by h. Now x is 65 degree, x naught is 60 degree, h is same because we are working on the same table. So the p is coming as 0.5. Okay, so these all values kept in this formula, that is Gauss backward interpolation formula. Just put all the values here and have the calculation with the help of calculator. You will get the required answer, that is y65, or we can say sine 65 values. Right, so here we are getting this value, the required answer. So this is the complete solution for this numerical Gauss interpolation formula. Okay, so where to use the forward method and where to backward method? The trick is same as we have done in Newton's formula. What? If we are working on the upper half portion, then go for the forward formula. Okay, if we are working on the lower half portion, then go for the backward formula. Right, again the same reason. Why? Because if I'll take in the upper half portion for forward formula, I'll get much number of values. Suppose for this question I got what, 5 number of del elements, right? 1 2 3 4 5. If I will use a backward interpolation formula here, so what will be my data? This will be this and this. Okay, according to the backward. So you can see I got only 4 points. So the del values is, del elements are not only 4. So that means if we use the forward formula here, that will give us the best result. Similarly, if I'll work on the lower portion and I apply the forward formula, then I'll get the less number of del element, only 4. Okay, if I'll use for backward, then I'll get like this. So I'm getting 5 number of del. Okay, so to increase the accuracy or best fit of the method, use for upper half portion forward, for lower half portion backward. Okay, so this is the trick, where to use the forward and where to use the backward. So this is the complete explanation for Gauss interpolation formula with one example. If you have any kind of doubt or you are not able to solve any question, just write in the comment box. I am here to give you the correct answer. Okay, thank you. Thanks for watching.